Good morning, Millennium! Today is really early, 7 a.m. and some of the dancers woke up. I know the guys, I asked them. They woke up at around 5 a.m. I believe girls didn't go to sleep at all, right?
Well, I did stay up late last night. I went into
How late?
2 o'clock. Yes.
Okay.
Got a
Ballroom
little text
didn't close
message.
until well after midnight.
Still here.
Yeah.
So it was a late night last night.
What?
And yes, yesterday, if you missed the yesterday, ladies and gentlemen, and you didn't watch the live broadcast, you missed a lot because the level of those competitors yesterday was fantastic. The open rhythm scholarship was amazing and cabaret was just mind-blowing. The level of the tricks and artistry, what the students do, and we're talking about students. I mean,
Oh, absolutely.
The level of risk that the students are taking has been amazing. I mean, Tommye, you know from your cabaret experience, we saw anti-gravity lines, we saw people doing aerial work, women being thrown into the air, so there were a lot of freehand moves where people were defying gravity.
Very brave, and they have no fear. That's an amazing thing right now in the category. I think it's very exciting.
by the way, so the difference between cabaret and theatrical, only you know the right answer.
I wish I had $1 for every time I've been asked that. Would pay for some dance lessons. But the cabaret is an open division where anything goes. You can do any of the tricks in the air, on the ground. The show dance would be a combination, and you must show recognizable ballroom dancing, whether it's the Latin or the ballroom, with a minimum of tricks. And then the theater arts is 50-50. So 50% dancing, a recognizable ballroom dance, and 50%
So you
list.
have to be 50% of your song in the air. That's it.
And talking about number of tricks, we had a cabaret number last night, and in the 4 minutes that they were allotted, they did, I counted 22 different lifts.
Wow.
The girl spent more time in the air than she actually spent on the ground. She only spent 10 seconds on the ground.
By the way, talking about statistics, I know you have a good one. I cannot memorize all the numbers, but somehow you can. Tell
At the
it.
20th anniversary of the Millennium, well, number one, the ballroom dance floor, which is right behind us, is 125 feet by 52 feet. That's larger than a football field.
Let's have a lot.
Yes, and we have 2 ballrooms.
Yes.
So competition will be happening in both ballrooms at all times. We have 52 judges. There are 16 countries represented. There are 1,250 different dancers here.
Wow.
I know over the course of the week, 5,000 nights in the hotels will be used. I think that's about all my statistics.
Yeah, today you mentioned 2 ballrooms. Today, yes.
Right,
Tony,
because
today's 2
usually
ballrooms,
when
right?
we talk about 2 ballrooms, they're taking the main ballroom that people use all the time, and they split it down the middle. So the judges are standing in the middle with ballroom A on one side and ballroom B on the other. At this event, not only do we have 2 ballrooms in the main ballroom, but over in a separate facility, we have a whole other ballroom arena for the quarterfinal rounds. So we're going to be running literally 2 rooms of the hotel.
I don't know
and
how
2
about
panels.
you guys, but when I was dancing, I hated second ballrooms. I hated to start in the second ballroom. What if you get kicked out? That's it. You know,
Right.
you never get to see the big ballroom. Yeah, I know, unfortunately.
Not
but
too much audience, unfortunately. So if you're here, go visit. They would love to see you.
Absolutely. Yes.
Yes, they love the applause in that second ballroom.
Absolutely.
By the way, you mentioned the fashion of the guys, and you said that nowadays you notice that smooth and
I
rhythm
love the
changing a
fashion
lot.
of the men. The gentlemen, we had, strangely enough last night, it was all gentlemen on the judging panel.
Oh,
So last night was an all-men
And
panel.
how many judges do we have?
52
We have
judges.
52 judges, and somehow constellation of the judges yesterday.
We picked all of the
Wait,
gentlemen stars.
It should be all the gentlemen in the morning, not
guess,
at
because-
night.
I guess.
Right, when it's
We
easier for
girls
the
got
guys to
to be
get
up
ready.
at night.
Maybe,
we don't want to get early.
maybe they send them to give them a beauty sleep, you know, because that was early. Go early to sleep, go early.
Did
wake
you
up.
check the panel this morning? Is it all women?
The ladies have had to get dressed up really nice this morning.
No, I didn't. I personally didn't
Poor
check
girls.
because my wife, she's judging, so she's asleep, and I try to give her some kind of like a good sleep when I woke up. But unfortunately, when I woke up, I stumbled upon the suitcase. I fell down. I made a lot of noise. I was ironing my shirt, and when I was turning, I plugged the cord, so all the iron fell in the air with a bunch of the noise.
Nice job.
Then she woke up very suddenly. What's going on? I'm like, I just getting ready.
Kind of a Keystone Cops moment for you.
I guess you know, she was not gonna get enough sleep today, and it's just because of me. So.
What other boo-boos did you do for yourself this morning?
When I'm
I'll tell you mine.
tell me. Okay, you first.
Well, just moments
go ahead.
ago, I was drinking water and I spilled it all over myself.
Thank God that was water, not
Thank
coffee.
goodness. Oh yeah, thank goodness.
We will have to
Oh yeah,
stay
be
in
careful,
it, you know.
coffee.
No touching.
No touching.
No. I meant we would have to stain you with the coffee, you know, like so it does look natural.
Thank goodness it wasn't coffee.
My boo was when I shaved myself today. I didn't know if I will make it to the show. I was bleeding like crazy because I cut myself everywhere, and I was like, oh my God, I shouldn't have done that, but. Yeah, sorry.
Well, my boo-boo was yesterday actually because I wanted to get out in the sunshine.
Yeah.
So I had a little break in the afternoon. I think I caught the only 2 minutes of sunshine that there was. Walked out beside the pool, but of course I only brought one suit to the entire competition. So I'm walking by the pool with everybody in swimsuits and speedos and beautiful Catalinas.
And you in your
and I'm
suit.
wearing a black suit. So 4 people asked me for drinks and 2 people asked me for directions.
Today I'm going to make it out there. It's sunny. I'm going to make it out there.
It is sunny. Yesterday, by the way, when I was arrivals, yesterday Max Sinica came and Slavik Krikliva came, Nino and Andra came, so that's going to be exciting to watch. But the moment when they came, there was a pouring rain, a gusting wind. I was wondering how did they land, because that probably was terrifying. But they said no, that the moment when they land, that's when the hell break loose, and that was all the rains and everything. But other than that, everybody's safe.
Yeah. People have been delayed, but they've all gotten here.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, what can you do?
No.
Well, and getting 1,000 people and more in one hotel to do one thing for a period of 5 days, it's no easy task.
And yes, we talked about it, by the way. It's amazing to me that such a big competition, and it's ran almost without delay. Yesterday, I was fascinated because they're always checking, you know, they're trying to be on time. By the end of the evening, tops was 25 minutes, which is for the big competition, that's not much.
Well, the staff here that's running the Millennium is doing an amazing job.
Yeah.
You know, our chairman of judges are pushing it, and our
so he should.
MC is keeping everything going and flowing fast. So
And even the student competitors are chipping in to help out, moving furniture and getting chairs on and off the dance floor. So everybody's doing their part. It's a team effort.
Our deaf captains are right on it, but I do think that at this competition, everyone realizes how many entries and how fast things need to keep moving. So all the dancers do a good job of being in the on-deck area and lining up and being prepared, so it's great.
Absolutely.
We even see in our on-deck area, which is right behind us, in ball gowns today, because it's smooth, people are doing planks,
They're warming up, yes. You should, of
but
course.
they're doing warm-ups that we haven't seen before.
Yeah, you don't usually see ladies in ball gowns doing 20
We have to
push-ups.
get used to it. That industry, I think the industry is changing a lot. The level of grooming is rising drastically with appearance of the vendors and makeup artists. Because I mean, I remember like 5 years ago that wasn't that popular yet. Nowadays, I don't know the professional who does the hair or makeup themselves, or the student. You know, they all prefer to do it by somebody. Therefore, smooths, let's say, I was amazed on Emerald Ball with the level of the smooths. It was just fantastic. So, how they grow.
Absolutely. So I will be working with Low Dance later, and to get hair and makeup, we have no appointments. All the hair and makeup people at the competition are fully booked.
Yes, by the way, today the Flow Dance is starting a big broadcast at 9 p.m. So ladies and gentlemen, you want to tune in for this. That's going to be amazing.
And if you go to flowdance.tv,
she will be there.
and get a subscription while we're here during the Millennium, you'll get a free entry for the Hollywood Dance Sport. So, hey, that's great. It's a complete wash there.
Thank you.
Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's morning at the Millennium Dancesport Championships, day 3, Thursday.